With the 3.0 update coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons in January, the hotel will actually be covered in snow, which is so exciting to think about and will probably need to hoard these. In the meantime, there's a surprising amount of new items and activities you should know about going into December. Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we're highlighting all of the updates and changes coming to the New Horizons island in December, and is the perfect guide for preparing for the huge 3.0 update so you don't miss a thing. So without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. Now with the 3.0 update on the horizons, I'm excited to revive a series I originally created for the Animal Crossing community back at New Horizons launch to keep everyone up to date with what's new. The series was hugely popular back then, so I'm hoping its return helps both new and returning players as we now gear up for the 3.0 update in 2026. Snow Day. December officially marks the start of the winter season in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's a great opportunity to not only enjoy the first signs of snow, but begin extra preparation this time around for the 3.0 update. It's possible to experience light snowfall as early as November 26th, depending on your weather pattern, but showers become more frequent as we enter December. December 10th is known as Snow Day, where everyone, no matter their pattern, is guaranteed 100% snowfall, and from the 11th, the New Horizons island is completely covered. This marks our first major change this year because the new hotel facility coming in the 3.0 update won't look like it does in the trailer because it will of course be covered in snow. It's so exciting. Until then though, there's plenty of stuff to do and collect, so we're ready. Crafting materials. December is a great month to prepare for the 3.0 update because it introduces a whole bunch of crafting materials that will most likely be needed during the winter months for crafting things for the new furniture box outside the hotel. Acorns and pine cones continue to spawn during light snowfall but stop after Snow Day, so hoard those whilst you can. From December 11th after Snow Day, snowflakes begin floating around the New Horizons island, which can of course be caught with a net. These are used to craft the corresponding DIY recipes found from bottles and balloons. These are available until February 24th. A few days into heavy snow, the villagers decorate cedar trees and red, blue and gold ornaments can be found by shaking them. These are of course used for crafting items from the corresponding festive series, also found in balloons and only available until January 6th, just before the 3.0 update launches. So December is a great time to hoard these crafting materials just in case we need them in the new year. Snowboy. Now the winter brings with it another crafting material available only through Snowboy. After Snow Day, tiny snowballs begin spawning around the New Horizons island and they can of course be rolled around and merged together to build Snowboy. If you get a perfect Snowboy, he'll reward you with a large snowflake and DIY recipe from the Frozen series, a wonderful set that's fully customizable by the way. Anyway, Snowboy, his recipes and large snowflakes all stick around until February, but it's probably a good idea to hoard this stuff now, as we might need it for hotel guests when the 3.0 update launches in the new year. Until then, we have some events to enjoy too. Jingle and Toy Day. Next up is Toy Day, the festive holiday event hosted by none other than Jingle. On December 24th, Jingle can be found on your New Horizons island in both hemispheres by the way, and offers you his magic bag and the job of delivering gifts to your villagers. During the event, you can obtain exclusive DIY recipes including wrapping paper, Toy Day stockings, the gift pile recipe, and the Toy Day sleigh for completing Jingle's tasks. There's not much preparation needed for the event itself, and Jingle provides the presents, but it's a great way to get extra gifts from your villagers, so the perfect prep. Oh, and if you check these stockings before January 1st, you'll get Jingle's photo. Toy collection. Although you don't need to get toys for villagers for Toy Day, there is a Christmas toy set available exclusively at Nook's Cranny in the lead up to the holiday, and would also be good to buy and hoard ready for decorating the hotel in the 3.0 update. Some of these items include the dinosaur toy, the puppy plushies, the kids tent and the tin robot amongst several others. All of these can of course be customized by Cyrus too, which is pretty neat. Countdown. To wrap up the events to enjoy in December is of course the New Year's Countdown, which marks the final event before the 3.0 update releases. On December 31st, Resident Services closes and gears up for the biggest celebration of the year, complete with a giant countdown timer. In honor of the event, Tom Nook sets up a special stall and Isabel hands out light sticks and other accessories. Tom Nook's New Year's hats are actually on a 4-year cycle, I think, so if you're returning to the game, this will be a great time to get a brand new item you've probably never seen before. Anyway, at around 11 PM, villagers begin to gather to enjoy the countdown and see in the new year, all whilst enjoying a fireworks show until 2 AM. If you've never experienced New Year's in New Horizons, you also get some bonus Nook Miles, which is something else you might want to consider hoarding before the update drops. Seasonal items. Alongside the holiday events, December also brings with it seasonal events and their corresponding seasonal items, and they're available across 3 categories. The winter solstice in the northern hemisphere adds the midwinter sweater, aurora wall, bathtub with yuzu, and the Tangian, and are available from December 15th through to the 22nd. For those in the southern hemisphere, you can obtain the sunflower crown, sunflower rug, the sunflower glasses, and maypole, and hopefully we can put the rug outside once the update drops. New Year's seasonal items include the New Year's noodles, the Berliner, the 12 grape dish, the Olivia salad, and the sparkling cider, which are all available from December 22nd through to the 31st in honor of various New Year's celebrations around the world. New Year's Day items are also available from December 22nd through to January 5th, right before the update launches, including the Kodo Matsu, the Kagami Mochi, the New Year's Shime Kazari, the Otoshi Dama envelope, the Osechi, the Yut Nori, and one of the Zodiac figurines. Again, a great chance to get items you've missed previously if you're returning to New Horizons in time for the update. Postcards. Something I've always enjoyed including in this series is the tiniest details many players probably don't think about, and that goes for changes to the postcards too. Something you should know is that the older cards like Acorn, Carpet of Leaves, Mushroom, and Turkey Day cards will no longer be available in December. These are instead replaced with the Festive Tree, Holiday, and Warm Sweater cards from November 20th through to January 10th, and the Snowflake, Snow Person, Town View, and Winter Camellia cards from November 26th through to February 24th. Of course, we can't hoard these or anything, and they'll probably be irrelevant to the 3.0 update anyway, but it's a hugely underrated feature, so be sure to check them out while you can, and maybe send a gift or two to your villagers. Bushes. Another tiny detail I started to include in these videos are the changes to bushes, as they really can affect the look of your islands. Now, there's not much change in the northern hemisphere as holly bushes continue to bloom until the end of the year. However, in the southern hemisphere, things shift a little bit because both blue and pink hydrangeas and pink and white plumeria bushes start flowering from December 1st, and both continue to bloom well into the new year and over the 3.0 launch period. Bug off. Now, just quickly for those in the southern hemisphere, the final bug off of the year and the last before the 3.0 update drops takes place on December 20th this year, which is much later than usual. As you know, Flick stops by to host the event and challenges you to catch bugs in exchange for prizes, including the artisanal bug cage, the bug cage bag, and the ladybug rug, amongst others. I also always like to point out it's a great chance to grab one of 3 trophies too, which again could be useful to store away in case a hotel guest requests them. Critters. Now, it wouldn't be a classic monthly updates video without highlighting the changes in the bugs, fish, and deep sea creatures that spawn around our islands. In the northern hemisphere, you can spot 9 new creatures, including the dung beetle, the stringfish, and the lobster, amongst others. Meanwhile, in the southern hemisphere, you can spot 25 new critters, including the rainbow stag, the great white shark, and the tiger prawn, amongst others. So again, if you're returning in preparation of the 3.0 update, there's plenty of critters to catch before the month is over. So there we have it. That was really fun and a series I never thought I'd be heading back to. I was super proud of it then and I'm super proud of it now, so I hope it helps you again this time around, especially as many of you are coming back and prepping for the huge 3.0 update that's just around the corner. Anyway, be sure to post Snow Day in the comments and be sure to include which crafting material you need to hoard the most, and whether or not you've ever celebrated Countdown. I'd love to know. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.